Assalamu alaikum, all you tag fans. This is a response to the 25 random questions tag video. I first saw Amina of Pearl Daisy do it, but I didn't do a response because I just didn't feel like it that night. But then I saw it again. Okay, I'll knock it off on someone else's video. And so after I get done, I peg all of you out there who are watching this because it's time to have a little fun. So anyway, the 25 random questions are, and I wrote them down instead of trying to read them off a screen. But anyway, do you have pets? Actually, I don't have pets. My cat has me, so I am her pet. Mila wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, second one is 3 things physically near you. Well, my computer, of course, my Android cell phone, and empty mug. I done drank all the tea out of it. Sorry. The next one, what is the weather now? Well, it's late at night, and let's see. I can't see much out the window, so I'll use a clear sky and 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the weather for tonight. And it is it's after 1 o'clock in the morning, but anyway, I don't care. I'll go to bed after this. Okay, next one. Do you drive? And if so, have you crashed? Well, I'm legally barred from driving, always have been, but I did drive 200 feet once out in the middle of a pasture while I was with my late dad, and we were putting hay out for the horses, but crashed? Well, I've been in crashes, but I wasn't behind the wheel, so I don't think that counts. And I don't think riding a bike counts either. So anyway, that's for another day. Next question is, what time did you wake up this morning? Well, I first, hold on, let me fix it. Well, I first woke up at 4:30 this morning to pray Fajr. And then after I prayed, I went back to bed and just lay there for a few more hours. Okay, next one after that. When was the last time you showered? Well, technically yesterday morning, but today, because I consider it still today, when I haven't gone to bed yet. Mila's over here checking things out. Next one, what was the last movie you saw? I'm assuming this would be in a theater, and the last movie in the theater was the first of the Star Wars prequels, Star Wars, I think Phantom Menace. Oh, let me fix that. I think somehow my camera got knocked. Anyway, that's better. So the Star Wars Phantom Menace was the last movie I saw in a theater, and I haven't gone since, simply because I just don't care to bother with it anymore. Okay, anyway, next question, last text message. Well, I deleted it, but the last message I had on my cell phone was new baby in his receiving blanket, and that was actually referring to someone's new kitten, and she had attached a picture of this excessively cute little kitten, 5 weeks old, and looks like white, and well, not quite as cute as Mila, but well, we won't tell him that. Anyway, the next question is, what is your ringtone? Obviously for cell phone, and I have an adhan, which is a Muslim call to prayer, as my ringtone, different than the one that I can have for my actual prayer times when I have that activated on my cell phone. And next question is, have you ever been to a different country? I was in Guadalajara, Mexico, way back in 1986 for most of the month of June and the first few days of July. It was a summer study program through University of Central Arkansas. I loved it. I didn't want to come back, but the program ended and my money ran out, so I had to hop that bird and go home. But I would love to go back there. Okay, the next one is, do you like sushi? I have had some sushis, and I like the ones that I have, although I think the freshest is better than the frozen ones that I've tried from Schwann's. But the best sushi I had was in actually the first time I tried it was in a local Japanese restaurant called Junko here in Des Moines, and if I could afford it, I'd go back there again. Okay, anyway, the next question is, where do you buy groceries? I have a lot of places I hit on. The local halal shops like Halal Plaza, or no, Halal Plaza is an online hijab store. So anyway, forget that. So Halal Groceries, Nagi's Mediterranean Groceries, Plaza Market, and these are all Muslim-owned businesses. And then I also hit on Hy-Vee and occasionally Dolls. These are a couple chains here in Des Moines. And I also hit on Walmart. So sometimes you have to go where the cheap stuff is. Okay, next question is, have you ever taken medicine to help you fall asleep faster? I tried Ambien once after I hurt my shoulder back in '05, but my pain was so bad that it just countered the Ambien, and that didn't do squat. So I told my orthopedist, forget this noise, I'm not bothering with it. So I never done it again, and I don't care to. Next one is, how many siblings do you have? I have 3 sisters and 1 brother, and they're not Muslim, but I will hold that against them. The next question is, do you have a laptop or a desktop? I have a desktop with a flat panel monitor and LCD, and I love it. It acts a little weird sometimes, but heck, all computers do that. The next question is, do you wear contacts or glasses? I think that answers your question. And next question is, do you color your hair? I used to, but since I started wearing hijab, I don't bother with that. If no one's going to see it, why bother? And next question is, what is something you're planning to do today after I make this video? Go to bed. Oh, my computer's acting weird. Oh, stop that, you idiot thing. Let me make this video. Okay, I think I got that problem solved. Anyway, back to that. Let's see. I don't know if you caught the last question. I'll repeat it. last question is, do you color your hair? And my answer is, well, I used to, but since I started wearing hijab, I don't bother with it anymore. So if no one sees it, why bother with it? Oh, come on, not again. Oh, here we go. Okay, on to the next question. Let's see. Oh, something you're planning to do today. After I make this video, I'm planning on going to bed because it's after 2 a.m. And we're almost done here. What is the last time you ever cried? Well, serious cry, I would have to say, was November of 2008 when cancer took my dad. And I normally do not cry even after other relatives have died, but when it was my dad, then I guess that was, you know, he was the closest family member who died, so I totally lost it, and I had to call. I had a hard time talking to my boss at the agency that I was working for, so I had to repeat myself a few times. But anyway, that was my last cry. And so the next one is, what is your favorite pizza topping? Black olives. I'm all about that. And the next one is, do you prefer hamburgers or cheeseburgers? Oh, come on. It's not a hamburger if it doesn't have cheese on it. The next one is, have you ever had an all-nighter? Well, I think the last serious all-nighter I had was school-related, was way back in the 1980s. I was cramming for a test, and I had a paper due, so I was using this pretty silent electronic typewriter that printed a dot matrix type font, and it was pretty light type, but anyway, it worked for me. It was quiet, and I didn't disturb my roommate much, although the light being on didn't help matters any. But anyway, so that was a long time ago when I had one of those education all-nighters. But the last all-nighter of any other kind was last year. I spent the Laylatul Qadr in the masjid, and well, I tried to get maybe an hour and a half of sleep in between Tarawih and Tahajjud before then having something to eat and then praying Fajr to start the next day's fasting. But anyway, that was a different all-nighter. Next one is, what is your eye color? Hazel towards green. That's how it can best be described. And then the last question is, can you taste the difference between Coke and Pepsi? And yes, I can. I'm more partial to Pepsi. I have always favored Pepsi, but I have been known to drink Coke on occasion, but give me a Pepsi and I am one happy camper. So now that you've heard my answers, I dare all of you out there watching this video to take these questions, answer them, pop up a video response, and let's keep this going and have some serious fun. So, Assalamu alaikum, do widzenia, and miasar mila.